through the front. You said it right. They tried to, y'all not pushing. You know what? This is your shouting cue right here. They tried to go through the front, but they had some ushers at the front door that wouldn't let them in. The church was full of deacons, ushers, church folk, pew members, sinners, and saints. So much so that they couldn't get in through the front. What? They utilized their resources. The old Palestinian houses, brothers and sisters, by way of the context and culture, Palestinian houses, if you will, had a very different roof than we have on today. Had a staircase that came up the side. Are you in here? And they had clay roofs. They had bars going across the roof. And so if one was going to go down in the roof, it took some time. You know what I said? It took some time. But watch this. They loved their friend so much that when they were met at the door and couldn't get in, they had a conversation. They stood there and they say, let's see here. Better yet, let's take them around the side. Now watch it. We don't know how much you weigh. But you know, for some of us, we stop right there. You 250, you hold my back. You 375, oh baby, I got bad knees. I've had a hip replacement, 2 knee replacement. Come on, and so we would use that as an excuse versus hooking up with other folks and saying, let me tell you something, all we got to do is band together so we can get this brother the help that he needs. That's a key word for somebody in here who thinks that you have to do it by yourself. No, baby, God put some folk in your life. God put some family in your life to help you navigate waters on this side called life. He put some folk here to help you move forward. Preach fast, stop on trying to. Watch this. So they use the resources. Watch this. They took the brother. And watch this. They took him around the side up the steps. We don't know how many steps. Take some tell us that. But what we do know is that they stepped. Now watch this. They didn't step down, they stepped up. They what? They stepped up. Knees hurting, stepped up. Sweat popping off my head, keep stepping up. Messed up from the top to the floor, heart hurting, but I'm keeping stepping. And the reason why I'm stepping is because I'm stepping for the one who can't step. And if I learn how to step for the one who can't step, God will give me enough strength to keep on stepping. I'm not three people that tell them, baby, just keep on stepping. Keep on stepping. Because Satan wants to be to you. Satan wants to stop you. But you have to keep on stepping. So watch this. We got 2 more points we're going to get. So he's stepping. They're stepping. It's 4, but they're carrying 1. Who can't step. So he needs the assistance of loving church folk to step forward. Lord have mercy. And what greater testimony to have, brothers and sisters, than to know that you have some friends who don't mind taking some heat for you. Those are good friends who don't mind sweating for you. Those are some good friends who don't mind taking some steps for you. Those are good friends. So they made it to the top. Now watch this. Because the Bible said Jesus was doing some preaching. And Jesus was a preacher. So some preaching was going on in the house. But watch this. They went to the front door and they heard preaching. They couldn't get in through the front. They came through the side. So as they were walking up the steps on the side, they was hearing preaching. Y'all hear what I just said? So they heard preaching in the front door, couldn't get in. So they got preached to marching up the stairs on the side. But when they made it to the top, they had to go to work. Lord, they worked to the front door. They had to work around the side, and now they're working at the top. And the Bible says that they had to work to let him down. In other words, they had to make some room. Lord, have mercy. Hey, you have to understand, brothers and sisters. You have to understand. You have to understand. In order for folk to get a crystal view of Jesus, you have to learn how to make room for him. In other words, it can't never be about you. It has to always be about him. Oh, God, and I see you shining. They ought to see the Lord shining through you. So they broke the roof. So Jesus was near his clothes. Folk are happy. You know, folk are jumping up and down, listening to the message. Everybody that was in the building didn't want to hear no preaching. Some folk came to look. Some folk came to see. Some folk came just to be healed, so they gone back home. But there were a group of folk in the church who actually wanted to hear some preaching. Y'all hear what I just said? Now the question of the house this morning is, what category do you fall in? Did you come to church to see other folk? Did you come to church to look? Or did you come to church to hear the preaching? Did you come to church to get your message? Did you wake up this morning with expectancy that God is going to blow your mind? And so, they made their way to the top. Open the roof, and they lowered them down. Hear what I just said? Watch this. He's been going up. But now he has to be let down. Isn't that just like life? Life, brothers and sisters, oftentimes is a seesaw. It'll take us up. It'll let us down. Some days you're on the mountaintop. Some days you're stuck in the valley. Life will take us up one day. He was up there Monday to Thursday. Come Friday morning, I've been knocked down. But this brother was lowered, smack down into, is that a good word, smack? Is that all right? Smack down into the church. He wasn't dropped down in any place. It's in your Bible. He was lowered down in the church while preaching was going on. He was lowered down in the church while worship was going on. He was lowered down in the church while praise was going on. Oh, Lord, have mercy. Here it is, new prophets. I know you was ready for it. What would our church be if any given Sunday morning, folk who are coming in from the outside would come into a church that's full of praise, church that's full of worshipers, church that's full of smilers, folk who didn't mind raising their hand, folk who didn't mind jumping up and down, saying, for God I'll live, and for God I'll die. So, watch this. Desperation opens the door for determination. But secondly, sometimes you have to drop dignity in order to see deity. You know what I just said? Sometimes you have to drop dignity in order to see deity. Our church oftentimes is full of too many people who feel like they're all that. I know we look good with our church clothes on, our good church hat, our shoes are shine. Somebody step on your shoe while you're shouting, you upset. Come on, talk back to me, And then the next Sunday, you just move your seat. Come on, talk back to me. As though you don't have enough polish at the house to shine when you get back. But the church, come on, y'all, oftentimes has been in a stagnant state because the folk who are in the church don't know how to give it all over to the Lord. I wish I had my brother Cisco who can testify that you fell into that category where you realize that God is your all and your all. And since God is your all and your all, He's worthy of everything I have to offer. Whether I'm praise dancing, whether I'm on the front pew, whether I'm ushering on the wall, whether I'm singing in the choir, He's worthy of all the praise. And that, brothers and sisters, ought to make you free. So let folks look at you crazy. You have a God to serve and a God to glorify. Let folks talk about you. You have a God to serve and God to glorify. So sometimes you have to drop dignity in order to see deity. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. These brothers, if they were concerned about their prestige, it was out the door at this point in time. Perhaps can you just see these brothers showing up to church with their suit on? Looking real nice. Ties all the way up. Haircut. They came to church dry. But they had to do some work. They thought they could get in through the front door. Don't require as much sweat. Don't require as much tears. Don't require as much blood coming through the front door. But then they had to take a step back and roll up their sleeves. Lord have mercy. They had to put on their hard hat and their boots. Look at your neighbor and say, baby, sometime when you come to church, you have to understand that it's time to go to work. Lord have mercy. Because oftentimes we feel like church brother is the only place for comfortability. But God don't necessarily, is not necessarily concerned with your comfortability. Sometimes He wants to make you uncomfortable. Seeing God's face oftentimes puts you in a position, makes you uneasy. So these brothers show up to church.